News is that Minister in the Presidency, Jackson Mthembu, has passed away of a COVID-related illness. The President announcing that just around 3 o'clock or so. Let's continue to get reaction from Home Affairs Minister Motsoaledi. Minister, thank you so much for your time during this very difficult period for South Africa. So let's talk about the Jackson Mthembu you work so closely with. What would you want South Africans to know about him?
Good afternoon, Sahan. Good afternoon to the viewers and listeners. Into the heart of the democratic movement in the state. Comrade Jackson was one of the most forthright comrades you could ever meet. He was very straightforward. He will face the truth as it is, regardless of the circumstances. Very, very principled. We never used to call each other by name. He just said Mganwan, and I also call him Mganwan. Or I used to call him, which is clan name, Ndelase. And he asked me what my clan name is. I say I'm Mugoni, and so he'll just say Ndelase Mugoni or Mganwan. Very, very friendly and very hardworking. I did not only work with Minister Mthembu as ministers. I worked closely with him. When I was in Limpopo for a period of 9 months, I served as an MEC of transport in Limpopo, and he was MEC of a similar portfolio in Mpumalanga. We used to meet, especially in his hometown of Witbank, to strategize how to deal with the taxis, because our taxis are sharing borders and giving us common problems. So we used to meet, even informally, just to share notes and discuss how to deal with the taxi industry. That's how I sort of got so close to him, and so when we came to national government, it was a continuation.
Yeah. And his fight against COVID-19 as Minister in the Presidency, he was the face of government's communications basically on our approach to fighting this virus. So talk to us about his role in the NCCC as well as in Cabinet in actually making sure that South Africa was on the right path when it comes to getting rid of this virus.
Oh, his contributions were outstanding in the NCCC. And as I said, Minister Mthembu was never shy to confront issues directly. I'm sure, Shahan, you might be aware that being in the NCCC was not that easy. There were a lot of controversies when we started debating various options. There were no easy choices, so even among ourselves, we used to debate issues robustly. And Minister Mthembu was one of those who will never shy away from such very, very difficult debates. I'm sure you might be aware that even when I was a chief whip in government, he never used to shy away from facing things straight on. And after we have agreed, regardless of which position he took, he will go loyally to announce it, because, as you know, he was the head of the GCIS. He's the one who, the minister, political head of GCIS. He will then shepherd us to go to GCIS to announce some of the agreements and some of the regulations.
For South Africans who just know Jackson Mthembu as the man they saw on television as a minister, how should they remember him?
Well, as I said, they should remember him as an activist fighting for freedom from his youth until the last end. And they must also remember me as a hard worker, as I've already said. But to me, the biggest way to remember Mr. Mthembu is as somebody who was extremely brave and upright when he faced things. I had a friend who is very good at giving people nicknames. One day he phones me. He said, "Hey, how is Testo?" I said, "Who is Testo now?" He laughed. He said, "No, it's a nickname I'm giving to Minister Mthembu." I said, "Why do you give him the nickname of Testo?" He said, "Hey, that man is as brave as a lion. He has got the highest level of testosterone any man can ever have, because he's not scared to face things, even, during very difficult times of controversy. He will be upright and speaking his mind out."
Minister, so sorry for your loss, and thank you for your time and input. I'm going to leave it right there. The Home Affairs Minister, Motsoaledi.